Chavla ma'am, you are available now? Chavla ma'am? Ma'am, should I start? Chavla ma'am? Okay. So, very good evening to all of you here. I, Dr. Priyanka Rathi, would like to welcome all of you for our 10 days training program, FDP program, a step by step guide to write a good research paper organized by Research Foundation of India, RFI-CARE, in association with Faculty of Commerce, Parul University, Gujarat, Bhagwan Parashuram Institute of Technology, Delhi, Srimati K.G. Mittal College of Arts and Science, Mumbai, Nagin Das Khandelwal College, Mumbai, Kasturba Gram Rural Institute, Indore, sponsored by Eklavya University, Dhammo, JHERF, Virtual Conference Forum, World Federation of Science and Technology, International Research Guide Federation, Academic Research Guide Association, EDU Academic INC. Today, on our day of program, on this fifth day, we are going to talk about application of SPSS for data analysis, quantitative data analysis. I would like to introduce to our subject expert, Dr. Priyanka Chawla. Would like to know more about her. Dr. Priyanka Chawla is Senior Assistant Professor at Prestige Institute of University Management and Research, Indore. She has done her postgraduate fellowship from ICSSR, New Delhi, PhD from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore. She is a finance person with having 12 years of experience in academic domain. Presently, she is associated with Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore, as a senior assistant, and prior to that she has served many organizations. Her area of interest includes self-help group, microfinance, operational research and research methodology, financial management, statistics, and many more. Beside this, she has done anchoring and coordination and conducted various programs, workshops, FDPs, conferences. She is highly energetic and multitasking quality person having familiarity with many subjects of different interest. She has been invited as speaker by various organizations and delivered sessions on ICT tools, research methodology, hands-on SPSS, and many more. She has attended various national and international conferences. She has also recently been recorded under the G20 summit, which was held in Indore, and her news were flashed over newses. Today, I am inviting our subject expert to the dais for narrating the expertise for today. Ma'am, the dice is over to you.
Thank you so much, Priyanka Rathi ma'am, Dr. Priyanka ma'am, for the sweet lovely introduction of mine. And first of all, I would like to thank uh, Research Foundation of India, Dr. Ajay Jain sir, Dr. Saurabh Jain sir, and entire team of RFI and the organizers who always show their trust on me and giving me opportunity to be over here as a resource person. Thank you so much. So without wasting much of your time, let us start with the SPSS part. So I think yesterday the analysis part was done using Excel. And now we will be using SPSS. And this is more in demand. So it makes our work easier, analysis part comparatively more easier than Excel. If you are well versed with the Excel, if you know the formulas, then analysis part will be easy. But if you don't know Excel and you're not well versed with the Excel, then SPSS, apart from SPSS, there are other tools are also available, which makes our analysis part quite easier. So I'll be sharing my PPT. So the content that I will be using today is are you able to see? Is my PPT visible to all?
Yes, ma'am, your PPT is visible.
So the content that I will be using today is punching of data, checking the normality, importing or exporting data from Excel to SPSS or SPSS to Excel. It's analysis part. So before I start, I just want to listen from the participants who are new to SPSS. If you are not new to SPSS, can we jump directly? Or you want to learn it from the starting? Somebody has raised hands.
Madam, from the starting, we would like to learn.
Okay. New. Okay. I'll be taking it from the starting. So first we understand what is SPSS. So I will be, I'm going to open my SPSS file. So I will be sharing the link so that you can download the SPSS after this. If you already have SPSS file, or if you have already installed SPSS, then you can continue with me. If you don't have SPSS, just see what I'm doing right now. So this is my SPSS. This is version 26. Statistical package of social science. It is generally used for the analysis part. So I will be picking new data set. When you open the new data set, this type of interface will be there. This type of interface will be there. Here you can see two tabs, left hand side, left bottom corner side, you can see two tabs. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So this one is data view. This is data view. If you click this, this is data view. Data view means here you can view your data, the numbers, the string variable or numbers or whatever variables you will be adding. So you can see here in a data form, 1, 2, 3, 4, the number codes. Variable view. If you click on this variable view, then this type of interface you can see here. Name, type, width, decimal, label. So here each row is representing a variable. This is written here, it is written 1. 1 means this is respondent number 1. So name of the respondent. Okay, this is first variable. Clear? Second, suppose in our questionnaire, just a minute, if I open questionnaire for you, then it would be quite easier for you to understand. See, this is the questionnaire. Suppose this is the questionnaire. It is divided into two parts, demographic as well as the questionnaire related to the study, right? So gender is variable, age group, variable. So I think you already have studied yesterday what is variable, measurement of scales. I hope this part is clear. Now, what is variable? What is variable? Anything which is anything which is codified. See, gender is variable. We can code. The first attribute of variable is male and female. So male can be codified. This can be given a number 1, female 2, or vice versa. Age is variable. Under age, we have segregated into 4 parts. Less than 18, 18 to 30, 30 to 45, above 45. So less than 18, so we have to codify, right? Because when we go for the analysis part, it is better. It should be quantitative in nature. You know the essence of statistic part. Statistic means it should be quantify in nature, not qualify, right? It is based on quantity. It does not consider quality, right? So less than 18, we can codify into 1, 18 to 32, 30 to 45, 3, above 45, 4, right? So these are the variables. Under variables, we have given some codes. So let me do like this so that visible now. These are the two windows I have opened. So when we started with the data view, there were the two tabs available under SPSS data view. That means all the numbers will be shown. Data. Here we can view data. Variable view, we can write variables under this. The first variable is name. So we have to write name. Second variable is gender. Third is age. So whatever variable we are mentioning here, that will be reflected in the data view over here. Understand? Have you all understood? I hope this part is clear to all.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
now another thing, suppose if I want to write down the name of the respondent. In simple, what we do, name of the respondent. Suppose this is like that. Okay. So we cannot, the system will not allow us to have a space between the words. So this will create some problem. See, variable name contain illegal character. So in such case, what you can do, either to write without giving space name of the respondent, either to write down in continuation like this, or you can put underscore, name underscore. of underscore, the respondent. Okay. Or you can write down only name. So name is the optional. Name will be the optional. The first variable is name. Here it is showing in row, and in data view it is showing in column. Clear? Second one is gender. We can write down here gender. The variable which we have mentioned over here in the variable view will be reflected in data view in the column, right? Third is age group. Now, are we able to write in this way? Just check. Are we able to write it in this way?
No. No. No.
So what we have to do for this?
Age underscore group we can write.
Either to write down in continuation or age underscore group. Okay. Third one is profession. I'm here just putting the variables over there, right? So all these variables will be reflected in data view in a column. See, and now number of respondent. Now what you have to do? You have to make entry. The first respondent say this. Second respondents, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So you can make manual entry over here. So how will you make manual entry? First, just a minute. Suppose the name of the respondent is here the type. If I talk about the second column, it is showing type. Type means if you click on this button, if I click on this cell, then this will pop up under variable type. Type shows what type of data it is. Either it is numeric. Generally, we take a numeric or string. We avoid this. Generally, when we go for the analysis part, we either go for numeric or a string. And if I talk about numeric means number form, quantitative form, and string means qualitative form, or we can say satisfied, dissatisfied. These are the attributes. The string means in character. So generally, if I compare with these two, numeric and string, so we prefer to go for numeric. But name of the respondent can never be numeric. Clear? Name of the respondent can never be numeric.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Name will be Priyanka, Sonam, right? So if I click on this numeric, then, and if I go in the data view to write the name of the respondent, I will not be able to write. See, because it is in string format. It should be in the string format. So here I have to change the format to string. I have to select string. Okay. And then I will be able to write over here in the string form. Width is nothing. It has do nothing with the, we can say, the analysis part. It has no relation with the analysis part. Width means generally how many character you can add. The name Priyanka, Priyanka, 8. Suppose if I want to write down Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Raja Ram Mohan, so I will not be able to write, because how many characters are completed here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Raja, 4, space 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 characters have been completed. So what I have to do? I have to increase the width over here. I will just click on the cell and increase the width. Okay. Raja Ram Mohan. Up till 20 characters I can add now up to 20 characters. Priyanka, right? Next is you have raised the hand, Pravesh ji and Manish ji. Do you have any query? Amarpreet ji. Now, Amarpreet. Next is I will be picking up the name randomly. Okay, Dr. Chanchala Jan ma'am is also there. Then I hope it is clear. Neeta ji, randomly I am picking up the name so that I can make you understand about this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
And Neeta ji. Okay. So in this way, I'll be going to write down the names over here. Next is I'm talking about only this variable, first variable, right? Name. Accordingly, I have changed the width. Accordingly, I have changed the type. Decimal, up to how much decimal point you are going to add. So generally by default it is 0. If you want to add 22.00, 22.05, 32.05, then you can click on this cell and increase the decimal. Okay. The name has nothing to do with the decimal. That's why it by default it is coming over here 0. If I talk about gender, see, the decimal is 2 point something. 2, 3, 4, you can increase. Decimal means up to how much decimal point you are going to add. So if, but for name, it is going to do nothing. Label means the detailed information. You can write the statement, full statement over here in the label without putting this underscore, name of the respondent. Or here system will not show any error. Detailed information about the variable. Values, since it is a name, it is nothing to do with the values. Generally, what we have to do for values, these are the values, less than 18, 18 to 30. So we have to convert it into numeric form. Coding, we have to codify this. When we have to codify this, value play important role over here. Missing, if you have any data missed, then generally the rule of thumb says either you can go for the mean, you can go for median, you can go for mode if the data is missing. Next is column. What column says? Generally it is a size. You can increase or decrease the column with 13. So it has to do nothing with the analysis part. You can skip this part. Left, if by default the string variable is shown in left side and the numeric data will be shown in right side. So if you want alignment, means this one. See, this string variable, there's the string variable, that's why it is showing in the left side. If you want to change the alignment right, then it will be showing in the data view this way in the right side, or you can change it to center. Now it will be showing in the center. But by default, for the string variable, it is left alignment is done. Measure. Yesterday, you might have informed about the measures by Chanchala ma'am. There are measurement of scales. There are some four measurement of scales: nominal, ordinal, scale, right? If you remember. Hello. So, are you aware of the scale? Measurement of
Yes, ma'am. Please continue. We are able to hear you.
Are you aware of this scale? Because as far as I remember, Chancellor ma'am was explaining you the scale, measurement of scale. So there are four type of scales available: nominal, ordinal, ratio, and interval.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is nominal scale? Nominal is the simplest form, the first level. We can see it is a first level nominal scale, simple, which we can easily codify, where no arithmetic, no logical operations are done. We cannot say male are greater than female. Simply, it is a categorical data, gender. It is divided into two parts, male and female. So this is nominal. Okay, right? Ordinal, where preference is given. Suppose the student who got 92% will be given the first position. Who got 80%, he would be given second rank, right? So this preference will be given. Where the preference will be given, it is called ordinal scale. Third is interval scale. Interval means when we talk about 0 to 10, 10 to 20, especially when we talk about thermometer, right? It gives the same distance. The same distance is there. The interval is same, 0 to 10. The interval between 0 to 10 is 10. 10 to 20 is again 10. 20 to 30 is 10. When the interval is same, that means it is interval ratio. Interval scale. When we talk about ratio scale, ratio means where we can perform all the arithmetic functions. It can be where can we inform when we talk about all the characteristics of nominal, ordinal, and interval scale. When such scale possesses all the characteristics, then it is called ratio scale. But it should start from 0. In ratio scale, the number should start from 0. It cannot be negative. If I talk about interval scale, it goes beyond 0. It may be negative, it may be 0, it may be positive. Any problem in this? Just a minute. See. We were talking about the measurement of scales. I just explained you without the help of PPT. Nominal scale means only categorical data, where we can assign numerical value. Gender is variable. Under gender, we have two attributes, male and female, and we have to codify it with the help of 1 and 2. Race, Russian, Chinese, Indian. So we will provide codes here, 1, 2, 3. So this is called nominal, right? So here we do not perform any logical as well as arithmetic function operations. If I talk about ordinal scale, ordinal means ranking. Preference is given: high, medium, low, first, second, third. lecturer, AP, assistant professor, associate professor, professor. These are the grades. When grades are provided, we can say here we are talking about dimensions, but the difference between the interval is not same, right? We cannot identify the student who got 90% will be the first. The student who got 89% will be second. The student who got 70% will be third. So here dimension is there, but difference between the dimensions are not same. Intervals are not equal. If I talk about interval ratio, it is a part of quantitative data. Generally, in short, if I talk about nominal data as well as ordinal data, it is a part of qualitative data. If I talk about interval and ratio scale, it is a part of the quantitative data. Interval scale is the next higher order. Here, it possesses the qualities of nominal as well as ordinal scale. Here, the distance is same, but we cannot allow true zero value. See, temperature. Temperature, if I talk about temperature, the difference between temperature is same. It goes beyond zero, right? It could be negative, it could be zero, it could be positive. But the zero itself has no meaning. That value zero, it has no true value. If I talk about ratio scale, ratio means here it is having a true 0 point, or we can say it starts from 0. If I talk about age of the respondent, it starts from 0, right? It cannot be negative. It starts from 0, no? 0, first year, second year, third year. The marks obtained by the students out of 10, it could be 0. So that will be ratio scale. Clear? So coming back to I hope it is clear. Now, second is gender. The second variable was gender. See, the second variable was gender. Gender is divided into male and female. So now you are supposed to give me answer of this. Gender. The type of gender should be numeric or string.
String.
Should be string.
If I talk about string, then if I talk about string, suppose, see, then here I have to write down male, suppose the second respondent is also male, third respondent is female. See, then I will not codify. I'm not here providing any codes. To do the analysis part, we have to provide codes. So here what I will do, I will change the type over here and mark on numeric. Okay. And now see, now I will be able to answer in a numeric form. The first respondent, suppose you have that hard copy of the questionnaire. The first respondent is male. And for male, we have assigned 1. Right? Suppose for male, we have assigned 1. And for female, we have assigned 2. Right? So first respondent is male. So here I will write 1. Priyanka is female, so I will write 2 over here. Amarpreet, let us assume he's a guy. So 1. This is 2. And here I will write 2. Okay?
Right.
So here, when we convert it into numeric form, that means it is only numerical data we can add, and the analysis is done on numeric data properly. Now, width, it is nothing to do with the width, decimal. Label means the detailed information. Okay, you can write down here gender here. If you have any statement, then you can write down statement over here. Suppose I am satisfied with the working environment of the institute. So here I can write over here the detailed information. Value, this is important. When you assign number, when you give coding. So if I talk about male, so what coding we have given to the male? 1, and for female we have given 2. Getting my point? So here we have to assign value. This is important. So what is the value we have assigned? 1 for male, and then go for add. 2 for female, and now we are going to add, and then okay. Here, this thing is important, and every time you have to make sure that this part is completed. Don't leave this part for numeric type of data. Missing, again, leave this part. Column, it is not required. I told you for numeric data, by default, the alignment will be in right position. So if I talk about, see, automatically it goes in a right direction. The alignment is in right direction. Clear? Up, you tell me which type of measurement scale is this? Gender is nominal, ordinal, or scale?
Nominal.
Nominal. So we have to select this nominal. Now coming towards the age group. Let us see what is given here. In the questionnaire, it is mentioned less than 18 years, 18 to 30 years, 30 to 45, above 45. So age group, the next variable is age group. So what type of age? Yes.
It seems to be categorical here, the age group.
Sorry.
It appears to be categorical, the age group that we have.
Yes. Age is categorical. Age is categorical. Yes. If I talk about age variable, next variable, so which type of data is this? Numeric
Interval.
or
Interval. Interval.
Interval.
I'm talking about this thing, type. Should I select
Ordinal.
numeric or string?
This is ratio.
Numeric.
Ratio.
Very
If I want to codify this less than 1, 18, 18 to 32, 30 to 45, 3, if I am giving, if I am providing codes over here, then it will be numeric. If I write down in the same way, then it will be string. But to do the analysis part, it is mandatory for us to convert the string data, categorical data into numeric form, right? So here, what I'll do, I will convert it into numeric form by providing codes. So numeric is right over here, nothing to do with and decimal. This is age group, age of the respondents. See, I can write down in a detail. And value, that means we have to provide coding over here, less than 18 years. So 1 for less than 18 years. Sorry. 1 for less than 18 years, right? Add. Second is 2 for 18 to 30 years. 2, value is 2. We have assigned number 2 to 18 to 30 years. right? Value 3 will be assigned to the respondent who comes under the age 30 to 40 years, who comes between the age 30 to 40 years. So 3 will be assigned to the people who come between the age of 30 to 45, no? And add, and 4 will be assigned to more than 45 years. Clear? And then click on OK. Now you will be able to add. Missing, again, skip this part, column. You can increase or decrease the size of the column over here. If you increase the size over here, then automatically the size of column will be increases over here. See, 15. If you decrease the column over here, age group, then automatically the size will decrease. See, 6. Okay. Now, which type of data is this? Measurement of scale we have to select. Since we have codified, we have to select nominal. These are not related to each other, na? So nominal. When we talk about preferences, then we have to select for, then we have to go for 1, 2, 3 preferences. If we talk about ranking, then we go for ordinal scale. Okay. So if suppose the first respondent, suppose Raja Ram Mohan, this person, his age is 40. Suppose Priyanka, suppose 25. Amanpreet, 31. Randomly, here. Here. Hello. Suppose the age of Raja Ram Mohan is 40. Now tell me, suppose what we have to write over here, the age of Raja Ram is 40. Then we have to assign which number?
4 number.
4 number.
3.
40, we will write 4 over here. Clear? Suppose the age of Priyanka is 25. So we have to assign 2, right? Because we have codified here. So instead of 25, we will write 2. So here we are providing codes. So since we have provided codes over here, that's why we have selected nominal. Clear? 31. 31 belongs to third one.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
3.
3.
Yes, sir. 38, 3. Up now, instead of this, we have, since we had codified, I may guess the question may arise like, suppose we have to take the age of the respondents in this way, the way I had written over there, 22, 36, 45, 67, randomly I'm writing down. So this type of scale will be called, instead of numeric data, instead of categorical data, or instead of selecting nominal data, if I directly put the age of the respondents in this way, then which type of measurement of scale I have to put over here? I'm repeating the question again. Since we have codified the age of the respondents. So since we had codified, that's why we had selected measurement of scale as a nominal. Clear? This time we had selected nominal. Now, suppose if these are the same names and we are just writing it from the hard copy of the questionnaire. He told I am 22 years old. She told she is 36-year-old. She is 45, 67. Okay. So if this type of data I'm writing over here, then which type of scale is this?
Ordinal.
No, because there is no preference. I told you this is the ratio scale because it starts from 0. Age starts from 0. We cannot say that this age goes in a negative side. Age may be 0, age may be 2 years, age may be 55, age may be 65. So this type of data will be scale, matlab ratio scale. So under this condition, I will be selecting, instead of nominal, I will be selecting this scale ratio. Okay? Any problem in this? Any question? Please write down in the chat box so that I can move forward. Is my voice properly audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Now it's okay.
We have to input each data manually. No, you can import. I'm just trying to make you understand from the beginning. I'll show you the importing part also. Okay, thank you. Clear? Now you tell me, what about profession? This is the another variable, profession. Under profession, we have professional, student, business, government, homemaker. So this is the variable. Since we have written over the variable view, it will be reflected in the data view in this way, right? So profession. So which type of data is this, numeric or string?
Categorical. Categorical.
Right now it is, present it is. If we are not
Numeric.
codified, then we will select. If we do not codify it, then we will select
String.
string. And if we provide codes over here, if we have to provide codes over here, 1, 2, 3, then
Nominal.
It will be
and by
numeric.
default it is coming over here numeric. Okay, skip this width and decimal part. You can label over here profession. Value, talking about the value. Now you tell me how to add value over here. What I have to write in value?
1
One for first one is
Student.
professional.
student.
First
Professional.
is professional.
At
Second one,
2 is for student.
student.
3 is for business. Then
Business means self-employed, right? Self-employed. And you can change. Suppose by mistake I have mentioned over here S. If I want to change or if I want to remove this S, just click on this, remove this S and change. Okay. Service and homemaker, है ना? Next is service. Fourth one, and 5 other, or homemaker, whatever you want. Okay. Okay. So this part is important if you have numeric data. Missing, skip this part. Now, which type of measurement of scale I have to select over here? Scale, ordinal or nominal?
Nominal.
Again, nominal. Now, in this way, we can add all this demographic information, monthly income, marital status, frequency. If I talk about this, let us talk about this is statement. This is regarding social media and branding. I feel social media marketing make me aware about competing brands of product and service of my interest. So this is the statement. So what do I have to do? In continuation, this is the variable. This is the one variable, right? So what I'll do, I cannot write all these things over here, right? I underscore field underscore social underscore. So instead of writing this is the part of social media and branding section. So I will write here social media marketing 1. This is variable number 1, underscore 1 or variable 1. Okay. So this whole statement, I will copy and paste it over. Just tell me where I have to paste.
Label.
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 It is the detailed information. Right? Clear? So this is the detailed information. Now, is this string or numeric? Strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. So I have to convert this to
Numeric.
numeric. So I will be selecting this type numeric. Will be the same. No need to change. No need to make changes over here. With it is of no use. Decimal, I will tell you later on. Value. So we will assign first one number for
Strongly agree.
it is assumed that out of 5 we are providing numbers. So out of 5 means strongly agree. 4 out of 5 is agree. 3 out of 5 will be neutral. Disagree 2 and 1 for strongly disagree. Okay. Strongly disagree 2 for disagree. 3 for
Neutral.
Although it doesn't make any sense, but generally I prefer to do in this way. 4 for
Agree.
and 5 for strongly agree. Okay. Now you tell me which type of measurement of scale is this.
Ordinal.
If I talk about single statement, then it will be the ordinal. Some people assume this as a scale one. Both are correct. You can assume this as a scale or ordinal. But if I talk about, see, this is the part of one factor. See, these are variables over here. Now, if I proceed further and if I apply a factor analysis, then I have to provide some constructs name. I have to give construct name, latent factors. I have to convert it into 4 or 5 factors. Under factors, we have some statements. If I go for this factor analysis, then under each factor, there will be 5 statements. Suppose factor number 1, there will be 5 statements. Factor number 2, there will be 5 statements. The single statement, if there will be single statement, then it will be the ordinal. And if we combine all the 5 statements, then you will go for the scale. So according to some experts take this single statement as a scale data, some take as a ordinal. So both are correct.
Ma'am, so what is the difference between ordinal and scale in this case?
Suppose factor number 1. If I talk about factor number 1, F1, we have just one statement, two statement, three statement. Yeah. Suppose. No, I will not write over here. It will. Suppose this. Factor number 1. Factor number 1 is usefulness. Under usefulness, we have some statement 1, 2, 3. So individual statement, for some people, individual statement is ordinal. The individual statement will be ordinal. Okay. These are the individual statements. If I combine all the statement together and I apply and I make total, I go for the computation part, I make addition or subtraction in that, right? If I go for mean, median, mode, if I combine all these statements together, then what will come? Total will come, right?
Yes.
So this total will be scale. Here.
All right. Okay, ma'am.
So for some experts take individual as a scale, some experts take total as a scale. So both are correct. Similarly, the second variable is social media has increased my use of online information and online purchase. So what I'll do, label, I'll put over here. This is social media marketing variable 2. I will put over here 2. And then similarly, I will make coding. So what I'll do this time, I'll just copy, Control C and Control V. See, because these will be the same, na? For Likert scale. What I'll do, I will just Control C and put it over here, Control V. Here. And again, I will select scale. Any problem? This we are doing manually. And for each respondent, we have to put manual entry over here. Profession 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, as per the questionnaire. Clear? This will be the manual entry as per the questionnaire. Any problem in this?
No, ma'am.
Now, suppose this is the file. You have entered the data, you have point the data, and you have to show it to your guide or any other person, to your friend, and the friend is not having that SPSS file. Then in which format you are going to send it? You have to export the data. Suppose the counter 1 has not available the software, SPSS software. Then in which format you will be able to send? You have to export the data. So you can go for export, and there are various ways to export the data, but generally we use Excel. Okay, on desktop, I will write down demo session, demo 1. Okay, and save. Even we can use for output. See, this is the demo file. See, clear? And now you can ask why this null written over here. This is because here, see, can you see this dot over here? Can you see this dot?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have to delete all these cells and then we have to save in order to avoid this null null null. Clear? Because we have not entered any data. So that's why it is coming null. And we have used that particular cells. So the manual part is completed. Let us now go for. I'm closing this window, huh? I hope it is clear. The interface is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So similarly, you can save the output also in this way. Now, this is my data file. Import data. Here I can use. See, suppose you punch the data in the Excel file and now you want to import it over there. So the easiest way is first you convert this string variable into numeric variable over here. That will be easier for you. Okay. You convert this string, all these string variable into numeric and then import file over there. Here.
Yes, ma'am.
So how to import? So before importing the file, just convert it into numeric form. How to convert it into numeric form? Any idea? See, first is serial number. Okay, gender, female, male. This is in string form. So first we have to convert it into numerical. Age. There's the same
Male
question.
1, male 2.
But how to convert?
Replace.
Replace, or we can go for filter.
Okay.
So I will be selecting female first or male. Male for one for male and 2 for female. No? So for male, we'll be assigning 1, right?
Yes.
Now we will go for female. We will be assigning 2 and drag. Clear? So we have converted. Now remove this filter part. See, we have converted this. Similarly, we can go for experience. Or this is the EP1. This is the statement. Strongly agree based on Likert scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Likert scale. So here numeric, it is already converted into numeric form, and here it is not converted. So similarly for experience or employee performance 1, so we have to convert it into numeric form. Are we able to do this?
Same filter.
Again filter. So for strongly agree, it is 5. Filter. Strongly agree. I will select over here strongly agree. Unselect this and then select strongly agree. For strongly agree, it will be 5. I will be putting 5 over here and just drag and down. And if I talk about experience, so here we can see 0 to 5, 16 to 20, 6 to 15, 0 to 5, 6 to 15, 16 to 25, and about 25. So what we can do, we can click on the 0 to 5 and we will assign number 1 over here. Completed. Now I will be selecting 0 to 5 completed, na? 6 to 15. I will assign number 2 over here. Question. Clear? If I talk about 0 to 5 completed. 16 to 25 is 3, na? 3. And about 25 will be 4. Okay, I think it was left by me by mistake. So this was 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let us select. So in this way, we have converted the data, right? I will be saving this file on the desktop. Import data to demo. This is the Excel file, right? Clear? I have converted the string variable over here in the numeric form. Any problem in this? I will be closing
No.
this window. What I'll do? I'll be opening this SPSS file again. New data set. Go to file option. Import. Here you can see import option over here. Which type of file we are importing? Excel?
Excel.
So we have Excel file. I think import. This was the demo. This was the import data to demo.
Yes, ma'am.
This was the demo file, import data, this one. So what we have to do, we have to select, search that file, and then accordingly we have to select and just check that file type. Okay, Excel, it is there, open, and automatically the data will be, okay. Just check this, okay. The ranges are taken, and you just click on this, okay, and automatically this data file will be available in the data view in this way. But the only thing is, when you import the file, you have, when you click on this variable view, you have to enter the values over here for each and every variable, and you have to select these measures. Okay, so this work you have to do when you import the file. So gender, was numeric. Yes, it was numeric. Width was not an issue. Decimal was an label you can give as per your convenience. We have assigned 1 for male, na? So you have to remember this, and 2 for female. You have to remember this, or as per questionnaire, you have to write. And it was nominal. So these things you have to correct. Age, again you have to write it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was nominal. Job, service, professional, if you remember. So we have to enter this data and select nominal. Okay. What EP1? This was the statement, na? EP1 was the statement. So you have to give detailed information in the label, and you have to give values over here. 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, right? 3 for neutral, 4 for disagree. This time I have written in a reverse way. Okay, just to make you understand.
Agree, ma'am. Fourth is agree, I think.
Agree. 5 was strongly agree. Remove नहीं, change करना है. Okay, and that's just copy and paste over here. Control B, and just change this format. Clear? In this way, we have imported and exported. We have learned about punching the data, importing the file, exporting the file. Clear? When we talk about presentation of data, so for there are two types of variable data. One is qualitative in nature and another one is quantitative in nature. When we talk about qualitative means it may be in the categorical form or in ordinal form. We have learned now ordinal and nominal scale. So nominal and ordinal scale comes under qualitative, and ratio and interval comes under quantitative. If we want to present the data, we talk about presenting the data, then generally all this numerical and ordinal data, for this we will use pie chart, right? We will use this pie chart. For scale or ratio type of data, scale data, we will use histogram. We will use for quantitative data, we will use histogram and scattered diagram, and we can show with the help of mean, median, mode, central tendency. We use all these things. Yes.
Percentage pie chart.
Pie chart, simple. For nominal and ordinal scale data, we will use pie chart, simple charts.
Okay.
So how to use these charts? So if just go into the analysis part, go to descriptive statistics, and under descriptive you can go for frequency. So gender, select this gender, age, job, experience, because these are nominal data. For nominal data, we can use percentage analysis or we can use this pie chart diagram. Go to statistics. No, I will be telling you about some charts. So bar chart, pie chart. Bar chart and pie chart will be used for qualitative. Okay, so we can use this too. For quantitative, we use histogram just to check the normality of data. So I will let you show the normality of data afterwards. So this is the simple qualitative in nature. So that's why we can show with the help of pie chart. Chart value, just decide on the basis of frequency you have to show or on the basis of percentage. So generally I use percentage. Continue. Format, nothing to do with the format. Style, not done, cancel, and then click on OK. See, this is the output. This is in the tabular form. See, the frequency of male out of 60, you can easily analyze. Out of 65 for the male and 55 for the female. This is in the percentage form. And cumulative percentage is also written. Talking about the age, so you have to remember this because these are the codes which we have mentioned over there. Less than 18, 18 to 25, 25 to 45, more than 45, right? So these are the codes which we had provided. Accordingly, these are the frequency and the percentage analysis. This is job, service, or which one? Experience. So this is the pie chart of gender, pie chart of age, pie chart of job, experience. Now, double click on this chart and just click on double click on this chart and then just click right and show data labels. Click on the show data labels. See, automatically these data labels are showing here. 8.33% for the male, minimum number of people are there, and red mark indicate 91.67% were female, right? And accordingly you can change the layout, you can fill the color accordingly as per your convenience. So instead of blue color, I will select pink over here, and instead of pink, okay, apply. Change. Just okay. I will select this, and then I will be selecting this. Okay. Okay, this is the border side. That's why it is not going to change. Fill part. Border. Fill is not. Just a minute. Fill chart size. क्या हो गया? It's showing some problem over here. Just a minute. I'll try to solve this. Border is showing. It is not giving us authority to change. So, it is showing in a border. Border is changing, but the whole chart is not changed. Review. If I go to this border URI. Okay. So chart size is same. See, this is the another chart, age. If I talk about this age part, I click on the right side and then I go to the show data labels, and then automatically this data labels appear. If I talk about fill and border, yes, I will select this blue portion. Okay. See, now I will be able to do this and apply. So this means I have selected this part, that's why this part is changed. If I select this particular part, then this part is going to change. So accordingly, you can change as per your convenience. So earlier I took this border side, that's why this border was changing. This time background I had selected, that's why this background color has been changed. So accordingly, as per your convenience, you can change the pie chart color. Clear? The table and pie chart, I think it is clear to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, as I told you, for the presentation technique, presentation of data, for qualitative, categorical data, we use pie chart or bar chart. Tables were used, and for quantitative or numeric type of data, the measurement of scales, so we use this type, this for scale data. We will be using histogram. Clear?
Yes.
So I will be closing this window again, and I will tell you some other thing.
Okay.
See, this is serial number 1. That means these are the respondents' data. Respondent number 1 was the student who got 86 marks out of 100 in Tamil, 70 marks in English, 74 in science, 40 in maths, and 86 in social science. And I told you, if randomly I'm selecting the data and I'm putting over here, then it will be called as a scale data, right? Ratio scale. So that's why I've selected ratio over scale data over here. Because some may get 0, some may get 68, some may get 48, some may get 50, right? So that's why it is a ratio scale. Now, if I want to add all this, SPSS, in SPSS, you can make computation, mathematical computation also. If I want to make addition of all these things, are we able to do this in the SPSS? Are we able to do this into SPSS? Yes, with the help of transform. Go to transform, under transform, go to compute variable. The output will be the total of all the marks. The target variable will be the total. So what we have to do, just click Tamil, sorry. Under this, you have to click on function, that is statistical. Under statistical, go to sum. Okay, and then just click on this arrow, upward direction. Sum, and then delete this question mark, and then transfer this Tamil over here, comma. Transfer this English over here, comma. Transfer this science over here, comma. Maths, comma. And social science, comma. Sorry, last. And then click on OK. And in this way, we will obtain the output. Output again. This is the output. Yeah. So see, this total column is created because if you total this 86 plus 70 plus 74 plus 40 plus 86, this is the total is 356. You can check it from the calculator. Again, if I want to find out, hello, are you listening?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
want to find out the mean, how you are going to calculate mean from this? Divided by 5. Total divided by 5, na? Again, you
Yes.
can go to transfer, compute variable, and then reset. Either you directly go for mean, taking this total variable, or you can use Tamil, English, science, math, social science, and instead of picking sum, you can pick, you can pick this mean. Okay, the target variable is average mean. Name this target variable, and under statistical, select a mean, and then double click on mean. Automatically, this mean will be visible in this box. Then uh, delete this question mark, and then select this Tamil, comma, English, comma, science, comma, maths, put comma, social science. Do not use this total, and then click on OK. You will get the new variable over here, mean. If you divide 356 by 5, again you will get the same answer, 71 point. So this was the mathematical computation which we can do over here. Now, suppose you have data. I'll be closing this file also. The most important thing which I would like to explain, that is this one. Suppose you have pointed the data into SPSS. Suppose you have pointed the data into SPSS. So we have learned here how to point the data into SPSS. I hope it is clear how to punch data into SPSS, how to import file into SPSS, how to export
Yes,
from
ma'am.
SPSS. Now, some mathematical calculation we have done. Next is we have learned how to present the data in tabular form as well as in graphical form. Now, suppose you have all the data. You have the data of 100 respondents. So what you have to do, you have to check the normality of data before going for the analysis part. Only then you can go for parametric and non. There are some difference between parametric and non-parametric test. Generally, we use parametric test when the data is normally distributed. We focus on mean distribution. When we are able to calculate mean, median, when we are able to calculate mean, standard deviation, then only we will go for parametric test. So that's why it is mentioned over here, in the properties of parametric test, that it focuses on mean differences. Another thing is for parametric test is we can use only interval or scale ratio. That means only ratio or interval type of scale, that is quantitative data will be used for this. If I talk about non-parametric test data, non-parametric test, then it focuses on median. That focused on mean differences. It focuses on this non-parametric test focuses on median differences, and it will be applied only on categorical type of data, that is nominal or ordinal type of data. So this thing you have to remember before applying any test. So when you are ready with the data, when you clear the part, when you have checked whether there is no missing frequencies there, missing data is there, the next step is to clean the data. If there is any outlier, just delete that. So how we come to know whether data is normally distributed or not, or there is no outlier? How we come to know? But this has to be done in scale data only, not in other data. Suppose this is my data. See, this is the scale data, not in nominal form or not in ordinal form. So this is my scale data, right? So first I have to check the normality of the data. How can I check the normality of data? There are two ways to check the normality of data. Either you go in a graphical way or you can go in a statistical numeric form. So if I go for graphical way, so under graphical way, you can take the help of histogram. You can take the help, you can go for QQ plots or box plots. So I will be explaining here graphical way. One way, that is graphical, how you can explain with the help of graphical data. Again, you go to descriptive. Under descriptive, go to frequency. Suppose you want to check the normality of weight variable. Okay. Just click this weight and transfer it into variable. Under statistic, you can go for skewness. You can go for kurtosis. Mean le lo. Minimum, maximum, if you want, you can go. Otherwise, only these two things are required for numeric. If you numerically want to check whether my data is normally distributed or not, then you have to click on skewness and kurtosis. Okay. Continue. If you want to check in the graphical way, then go and click on the chart part and then chart tab and then click on histogram and then show normal distribution curve and then continue and then okay. The output will be here. It will take 2 minutes. See. Is it visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
So here, if for weight, we have checked the normal. We have to check the normal distribution. So we have to check whether the data is normally distributed or not. To check the normality of data, we have to check skewness. If the rule of thumb says the value of skewness should be between -1 to +1. So it is under -1 to +1. Okay. The rule of thumb for kurtosis says it should be between -3 to +3. So yes, it is under this. Again, it is good. And this is the tabular form which we had already explained. Frequency and percentage tabular form. It's talking about histogram. Again, we see histogram is perfect. It should be histogram means it is a bell-shaped data where mean is equal to median is equal to mode. It should be, it has two tail, equal two tails. It should not be rightly skewed. It should not be left skewed data. So if I talk about this thing. So normal distribution curve means the symmetry, the true symmetry distribution of data where mean is equal to median is equal to mode. So this is normally distributed data. So here in our case, we found normal distributed data. It should not be left skewed data. That means here it is negatively skewed data because it has long left tail. In this case, it has right skewed data because it has long right tail. Here mean is greater than median and median is greater than mode. Here mean is smaller than median, which is smaller than mode. This is called uniform distribution. No bell-shaped data is formed. Here two type of, this is called bimodal distribution. And here we can see two modes are there. And here bimode distribution, these are not symmetric. So we have to make sure that when you check the normality, this type of curve should be there. So in this way, we have checked the normality of data. And I have explained normality of data, checking the normality of data with the help of graphical as well as numeric form. After checking this numeric form, then you go for test. Now you have to decide which test you have to do, parametric and non-parametric. So again, I have explained which type of test we have to do. So for that, we have to check whether the data is categorical or whether the data is scale. If the data is categorical in nature, then go for non-parametric. If the data is in the scale format, then go for parametric test. Any other question? I hope the working on SPSS is somewhat clear to you. Those who joined for the first time.
Got an idea, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Somebody had raised hands. Dr. Manish ji, is there any question from your side?
Thank you, madam.
If there is any
Thank
question
you,
regarding
ma'am.
this, then please let me know so that I will be able to solve this. Yes, sure. There is no link, but I can, okay, just a minute. You can go this software free download. It will be available for at least 15 to 30 days. Okay. Go
Thank you,
to
ma'am.
explore statistics, try SPSS model. Okay.
Madam, request to
Ask,
rearrange this session again.
rearrange this.
This session, once again, can it be repeated?
So it is already in the recording mode. So you can be
Acha.
provided with the YouTube link
Acha.
and you can go to that link.
Okay, okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all the participants.
Thank you so much.
So for free version, I will be sending this. Before you download the software, it will ask for your information like your name and your email address. Just put that. Just give the information to.
Can you please let me, ma'am, can you please help with that? Like you are saying, there's a free version for SPSS.
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
Ma'am, is there any free version for SPSS
There is
EMOS?
a free version of SPSS, but instead of SPSS, you can use PSPP. It is similar to SPSS, and Jamovi is also there. And even past is also there. These three versions, these three softwares are free of cost and freely available, open source of software, and we
Ma'am,
can
what
make
about
analysis.
EMOS, ma'am?
Yes.
What about SPSS EMOS?
What about SPSS, MOS? SPSS is different and MOS is different.
Yeah, so I'm asking, is there like you are saying for SPSS, there are certain alternatives that you told right now. Is there any alternative that we can use it for SPSS EMOS as well?
For for MOS is used for theoretical building.
Yes, like
Theory supporting or theory supported. If you have theory supported, then you use for MOS. And if it is informative in nature, then you have to use PLSM, sorry. And one more software is there, Adanco. But it is not freely available. Now people are using Adanco. It is also used for MOS or PLS software.
Ma'am, it would be better if you please list down in that box itself so that we can have a snapshot of it. MOs like that you told, some new versions of it.
Just
Ma'am, can you share your mail ID if you have no objection so that if any doubts, if any doubt arises during while using these softwares?
Other than SPSS, I have told you PSPP, PAS, Jamovi. So we can have session on Jamovi also because R is also there. R is also there. Yes.
Ma'am, PSPP and Jamovi are are similar to the SPSS in usage.
Please repeat the question.
Ma'am, I said the Jamovi and the PSPP that you mentioned, are they similar in terms of use like SPSS?
Jamo is somewhat similar. Jamo is somewhat similar.
No, ma'am, I'm not asking about AME. I'm not asking about AMOS. I was asking about PSPP and Jamovi. Are they similar to SPSS in terms of their use? If we know SPSS, then can we use Jamovi as well?
Huh.
Okay, ma'am.
But past and PSPP is quite different.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other question from your side?
Priyanka ma'am, thank you very much for such a lovely and informative session. Hand-holding session, I would call. It's very nice it was. I'll thank you, Priyanka ma'am to Priyanka ma'am. Both of you, Priyanka introduction and Priyanka continuation, whole thing. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day, ma'am. Wishing you all the best.
Ma'am, can we end up the session if it's done?
Sure.
So, on behalf of every participant, on behalf of RFI, I would like to thank our today's expert, Dr. Priyanka, for such a great session she has ended up with. She has described all the best possibilities today while working online. Thank you to every participant who have given a valued view and valued question by which the discussion made a valued points further. Thank you so much, everyone. On behalf of RFI, good night.
So, shall we wind up the session now?
Yes, ma'am, we can. Thank you
Yogaraj
so
ji,
much, Priyanka, ma'am.
thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Yogaraj, Jyoti, ma'am, you have raised the hand. Is there any problem?
Mama, I have asked my doubt. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. योगराज सर वाइंड अप कर दीजिएगा सचिन.